catastrophe fatigue. Like I'm just a little tired.
First the fires, then the rain. Residents in the burn scar evacuating their homes again as a powerful storm threatens their communities.
What we've learned is having flexibility in contracting mechanisms.
Plus, after facing major criticism over the handling of a Northern California fire, the Army Corps of Engineers answers our questions as they begin their work in LA County.
The kids and the parents both have been very thankful and appreciative that the communities come together in a wonderful way.
And bringing back a little magic for one classroom through an unexpected surprise.
Sorry, that was not what I was expecting.
Hello and welcome to Rebuilding SoCal, our commitment to give you the latest developments in the wake of the fires. I'm Amy Johnson.
And I'm Juan Fernandez. Here at KCAL, your stories matter, but more importantly, you matter, and we will keep you at the forefront of our coverage as we rebuild SoCal.
Yeah, we'll be here Fridays at 4:30 on KCAL. You can also find this half hour on our YouTube page and website.
We'll get answers for you, hold leaders accountable while showcasing Southern California's solidarity and strength because we stand with you.
And we start with the storm that slammed Southern California, the largest one in a year.
For weeks, the focus has been on fire debris cleanup, and now residents in fire zone areas are also dealing with mudslides and storm runoff. This is a look at some of the chaos and damage the storm caused across the region. Cars trapped, roads flooded, hillsides giving way, even collapsing like this supermarket.
Well, many residents in the burn scar areas were evacuated from their homes, and now they're dealing with the muddy messes.
Catastrophe fatigue. Like I'm just a little tired of all of it. We didn't even pack up all of our really important stuff. Really, we just because we just put it all away. But yeah, we're worried about the neighborhood. We're worried about all of it, and we kind of like to just get back to normal.
It's been a lot. It's just been rough.
Yeah.
But we have an amazing community. We support each other.
Local and state crews say they're working around the clock to deal with the aftermath.
And look at this, Topanga Canyon near PCH after the storm, simply covered in mud. Much of the roadway has been closed since even before the Palisades fire broke out. And now crews have another challenge to clear all this debris flow and ensure its safety. We will continue to monitor the cleanup process right here on KCAL News. Well, the storm has passed, but the danger has not.
That's right. Burn scar areas can remain vulnerable to mud and rock slides for a long time after a fire.
Meteorologist Alex Biston is joining us now to explain why. Hi, Alex.
Hi. And we want to talk about what is a debris flow. Well, it's fast moving, earth that comes from, the ground, the soil. It's so saturated when we see these fires. And unfortunately, in Southern California, we're very prone to these fires too. So what happens? Well, in Southern California, it's a combination of the steep topography, frequent wildfires, and of course the population, the booming population too. And debris flows can occur days or even weeks after a storm. Most burn scars will be prone between 2 to even up to 5 years. But the good news is that after every single year, the threshold gets a little bit higher as far as those rainfall rates. So yesterday, we spoke with the USGS hydrologist, Jason Keene. Take a listen.
The heat from the fire can also make the soil not absorb water the way it used to. It can become very water repellent. And so a garden variety storm, something you might see every year, can trigger runoff, and that runoff can pick up sediment, erosion, and it can bulk up into what we call a debris flow. It's fast moving. It can carry mud all the way up to boulders. And so that's something we have to be on high alert for in these recent burn areas.
Again, that was Jason Keene with the USGS. So the good rule of thumb, if you live in one of these areas, if you can look uphill from where you are and see a burnout area, you are at risk. So again, just something to keep in mind. Of course, we're not done with the winter season yet, and we'll continue to, watch this as we, move through the season. And of course, any other storms that are to come our area. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Alex, thank you. Well, phase 2 of cleanup has begun at the Eaton and Palisades fire zones.
More than 7,000 homeowners have filled out forms to allow the Army Corps of Engineers right onto their properties.
And as we first reported weeks ago, the Army Corps was criticized for their handling of a Northern California fire. Well, now the agency told our Tom Waite it's learned its lesson.
Bulldozers ready to haul to begin the second of 2 phases of debris removal. Fire victims like Lisa Weintraub in the Palisades can start the next step, getting rid of everything else so they can rebuild. But it will be an emotional journey.
I just sifted through and walk through what's remaining of my house, just looking for anything familiar.
The Weintraubs have the green light from the EPA, so now there's 2 options: hire a private contractor to clear their lot, or hire the Army Corps of Engineers, which is paid out through insurance. The Weintraubs are opting to use the Army Corps. Dr. Corey Koger is a chemist and toxicologist who has been with the Army Corps for more than 20 years. He's been assigned to help Southern California rebuild. Dr. Koger says he and his team feel the weight of the moment.
It really is hard to judge by scale. I would say, having gone through Hurricane Katrina and the Joplin tornadoes and the Paradise Fire in 2018, it's on that level of the gut-wrenching to see.
The Army Corps has a long and storied history of helping restore devastated communities, but they've also faced intense criticism. Back in 2017, when fires decimated a large swath of Northern California's wine country, the Corps was charged with helping with the recovery. At the time, it was California's largest fire disaster. In the aftermath, the Army Corps hired contractors to clear debris from burned homes. The problem was contractors were paid by how much they removed, leading to accusations those contractors hauled off perfectly good driveways, foundations, and retaining walls. A quarter of all homeowners filed complaints. The state alleged fraud and did not use the Corps again after a SoCal fire until now. Dr. Koger says they've learned from their mistakes.
What we've learned is having flexibility in contracting mechanisms. We're currently in negotiation with a lot of different contractors right now about who's going to do what. Ultimately, what it comes down to, overseeing your contractors and managing the mission and getting the number of people out here to do so. The other issues that we faced in 2017 were, when do you take out a retaining wall versus when you don't? And so we have clear and consistent guidelines.
Dr. Kroger says it's essential to fill out the right of entry form if you are a fire victim.
It's the only way to allow the Army Corps of Engineers in to clear properties. Well, state leaders now speaking out as a fight heats up over enrollment of displaced students at one school district.
I've got many other things to take care of right now, so I am really grateful you guys did this.
Dozens of cars left behind and bulldozed during the Palisades fire. How KCAL News tracked one man's missing car.
And we partnered with the American Red Cross to help fire victims. If you'd like to donate, scan that QR code right there on your screen or go to redcross.org/KCAL.
An exclusive KCAL News investigation uncovers possibly hundreds of fire hydrants in need of maintenance or repairs across Los Angeles. You can catch our Ross Palumbo's full report under the KCAL News Investigations tab on our website or YouTube page.
We want school districts to do the right thing and step up and take in these kids during this moment of terrible tragedy, and we're going to make sure that they're taken care of.
Well, new reaction to our reporting about an issue at Beverly Hills Unified School District. Parents begging for their kids to be let into the classroom.
KCAL News assignment editor Mike Rogers is at the desk. And Mike, a state senator reached out to you after you told us about this problem last week. What did he say?
Yeah, Juan and Amy, he saw our reporting, parents begging to have their kids let into these Beverly Hills classrooms. Beverly Hills Unified and Santa Monica Malibu are the 2 closest districts to the Palisades fire. Beverly Hills has come under fire by parents because they've only accepted 47 kids. Beverly Hills saying they're absolutely full, can't take any more. Parents not necessarily buying that, also upset with how the conversation is going while the school board tries to delineate whether or not houses were burned down and if that's what makes them have to follow the rules. Well, State Senator Ben Allen there saw my report a couple of weeks ago and wanted to reach out to let us know and let this Beverly Hills School District know that the state will be reimbursing all of these districts that are taking additional kids to make them whole. And he says they'll do it for as long as it takes. He hopes that new commitment by the state makes these school districts understand taking in these kids is the right thing to do.
There is a total commitment by our state government to make sure that every school district is made whole for the extra kids that they take in, precisely to avoid the situation that's happening right now. These families have lost everything. They are, it's so hard on the kids. And we want to make sure that we make that the experience as smooth as possible as they find another place to land. Those districts deserve to be compensated for the extra costs associated with those students being in their districts. So that's going to happen. I just want to make sure my good friends at the Beverly Hills Unified School District know that they will be compensated for the kids that they take in that have been displaced by this terrible tragedy. And I really ask them to take in those kids.
Yeah, now the state senator there knows a thing or two about school districts. He himself was a school board member at the Santa Monica Malibu Unified School District, so he knows very well how all of this works. By the way, I called Beverly Hills to tell them that the state would be reimbursing them for those kids that they're taking in. That was news to them, but I did get a statement from them that I want to read it to you. It's a, quote, "It's encouraging to hear the senator's commitment to supporting school districts during this challenging time. We truly appreciate his recognition of the complexities involved and his advocacy for impacted students." That is by the superintendent there in Beverly Hills Unified. Now, what is not in that statement and what I have asked them directly is, with this new information, with the understanding that the state will reimburse you for the students, are you going to take more? They've not answered that question. That's still a hot topic at those board meetings. This is all coming into play because both Santa Monica Malibu and the Beverly Hills Unified School District are these tax district school districts, meaning they don't get any money from the state. It all comes from revenue within their community. That is why they were having trouble. The state senator says he certainly understands the hesitation about money. He wants them to know, though, that the state will be there to reimburse them.
All right, Mike, thank you. And if you have a tip about the fires you want Mike to look into, scan this QR code right there on your screen or visit kcalnews.com/tips. It was a stunning sight in the first day of the Palisades fire. Bulldozer shoving cars out of the way to clear a path for fire trucks after drivers jumped out of them and just ran.
One couple reached out to KCAL News to say they didn't know where their car was a month later. Their Tesla had a distinct Unity license plate. Well, we now know where that car is because we found it.
Yeah, after making some calls, Mike at the desk tracked down the car's location and sent our photographer to speak to the owner.
My insurance company was no help. They told us the name of a towing company. They didn't have it. I couldn't reach the police. I tried on multiple times. People were asking me to travel all around LA to find the car, and I've got many other things to take care of right now. So I am really grateful you guys did this. And I want to get the license plate. I had that license plate on 3 cars, and it's what's helped me. And I put it on there to help everybody as a message.
What a great message.
Yeah.
The owner also tells us he's just happy to have a resolution to the saga.
Another big win by the desk.
Yeah.
A magical discovery stumbled upon in the rubble.
Sorry, that was not what I was expecting.
A teacher's emotional reunion thanks to what our Rena Nakano found while in the field.
And how one teen's effort to temporarily help fire victims turned into a permanent mission.
When Palisades Charter Elementary burned down, teachers heroically evacuated students to safety, leaving behind their own belongings.
Our Rena Nakano shows us how Disneyland fans brought back the magic inside one educator's classroom.
Elizabeth Lamb is doing her best to make her new classroom at Brentwood Magnet School her own.
I loved that classroom at Pally.
Her classroom at Palisades Charter Elementary School was filled with Disney memorabilia, including a pair of ears for each day of the month, and teaching materials passed down from her late mother, now all gone.
It was really dark, and you could see the flames coming down.
During the evacuation, Lamb grabbed the only things that mattered.
The kids are the number one. I needed to have those kids out onto the bus. So I grabbed their hands and I put everything else down thinking, I'm gonna be back tomorrow.
But of course, there was no going back. And as she and her 4-year-olds transition into their new normal, she needed help.
The moment she said ears, it just kind of dawned on me that I had way too many.
When Disneyland blogger Rose Kaiser found out about Lamb, she called on her 34,000 followers to get a special donation started.
When we hear that someone who is just like us lost everything, it's immediate. It's, oh, I have stuff. I'll bring it right now.
Within days, Kaiser delivered 30 pre-loved Mickey ears and countless decorative pieces.
Oh, nice.
Bringing back a little magic.
There's just a sense of happiness with seeing Mickey Mouse
when they need it most.
The kids and the parents both have been very thankful and appreciative that the communities come together in a wonderful way.
This is where I usually sign off, but this story has a little bonus. After I interviewed Lamb and Kaiser in Brentwood, I used my media credentials to drive into the Palisades to get video. This was my 4th time at our school since the fire. I already knew that there was nothing left.
All of those classrooms back there, all gone.
Lamb had told me where her classroom was, so I walked over into that direction. As I was getting ready to shoot my on-camera portion of the story, I saw something in my viewfinder.
What is that?
A bright red polka-dotted thing in the middle of the ashes. Something told me to go to it.
It's Mickey.
I knew I was in the right place. I picked up what looked to be a burnt-out cookie pan and placed every piece I could find on it.
It's a Mickey Mouse pot of some sort.
I wrapped my shoot and drove back to Brentwood. I told Lamb I needed to see her after school.
All right, let's go give it to her.
After a short wait, she came out, and I handed her what I found.
So it's my pencil box.
An unexpected surprise.
Sorry, that was not what I was expecting.
A little extra hope in the form of some broken ceramic pieces even the fire couldn't destroy. In Pacific Palisades, I'm Rena Nakano, KCAL News.
So nice that she returned that to her. Well, a major glow up going from pop-up to storefront.
How one teen's organization has become so much more than just a relief effort.
And no pet left behind, whether they have paws, claws, or fins. The shelter resuming adoptions next.
A free pop-up for girls impacted by the Eaton fire will soon transform into a permanent space.
Yeah, it all started from one teenager's Instagram post hoping to restore some normalcy for others.
This is all of our body care, toothbrushes, toothpaste, deodorant, anything in that sort of category.
Well, Avery Colbert set up a new storefront for Altadena girls in Old Town Pasadena. She started the organization after the Eaton fire burned through her school and neighborhood. The 14-year-old turned to collecting beauty and hair care products, clothing, and personal items.
I think it's important for especially young girls, once they're when they're building their self-identity and they lose everything, they want to feel like themselves again.
Well, the space is closed temporarily as it's turned into a multi-purpose gathering place. But Colbert says Altadena girls will be right back.
After more than a month since the fires, the Pasadena Humane Society is once again accepting donations. The shelter sent us these pictures from adoptions this week, and since Thursday, they've done 58 adoptions, including this 4-month-old kitten. While dogs and cats are the most popular option, the Pasadena Humane Society has many different critters. One man even went home with a goldfish. Very nice.
Love that. They all matter. Thanks so much for watching Rebuilding SoCal. I'm Amy Johnson. We'll be back next Friday at 4:30 right here on KCAL.
And I'm Juan Fernandez. You can also find this show on our YouTube page and website.